working hard to put the city on through a whole lot of different outlets. The owner of the non-for-profit, the Big Homies Club, the executive and the president of Rap-A-Lot Midwest. Come on, man, stop. Let me say that one more time. The owner, executive, and the president of Rap-A-Lot Midwest. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Prez and Easy. Yo. Big honor to have y'all brothers home, man. Brothers came through with the chains. They got something special for y'all later on. Man, we in this boy, man. Thank y'all for coming out.
No problem, man.
So first, before we even start the podcast, we got to get it started right. Y'all got something on our table that looks it just looks beautiful. They made me put my stuff on. It's nothing.
Wow.
Please explain what this is.
So, we bought into a bourbon company, and so now we, co-owners and partners of Manhattan Frankovich, which is our own bourbon. So, black excellence here, you know what I'm saying? Let's get it.
Hey, you heard that? Own bourbon. It ain't too many black people that got their own bourbon. Which brings me to my next question. How do you get into the liquor arena?
Relationships.
Yeah.
Okay. Relationships, man. Relationships. That's how we got it, man. Being real. Relationships, man.
So
people believing in us, we believing in the brand.
Yo, so did you all come up with the flavors, or like exactly how does that work?
Well, the company was already founded. They founded it back in late 1800s, okay. And it was sold to another group of gentlemen who's our partner now, and then we end up buying into it from there. But we was working with them before we end up buying into it. Just good faith to see how checking the temperature of how people we took it around the country,
right?
Showing people, showing it to people and seeing how they like it, and everybody loving it. So it's the distribution time. So it's time to put it out there on the market to the stores. So right now we got a lot of good distribution going on, and we about to be in we're really 6, because we already in 2 of the major states. We're gonna be in like 6 or 7 of the major states.
Wow, that's big, y'all. Hey, give it up. Brum, give it up for that, man. That's huge. So, wait, what states is it in right now?
So we already got Illinois, where we have some distribution going here, and in Nevada. So we're expanding to California, Georgia,
Texas,
Florida. Texas is gonna be a major market, and Florida.
Nice.
But within there, just from those states, we should be in the next month or so. But then after that, we're looking to expand to all 50 states.
Dope, man. That's work, man. Like I say, man, these brothers got a whole lot of different outlets that we are gonna speak on. I do want to ask though, man, that bottle sexy as hell. Who came up with the bottle, man?
Well, we can't take credit for the design of the bottle, as the bottle was already, in existence. But, the beautiful thing about it is most times people look at the bottle and they'll see the sexiness of the bottle, and then they actually be like, but I bet it don't taste good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you actually get a chance to taste it, you will see that even though the sexiness and the ambience of the bottle, that we got a good liquor here as well. So I cracked the 5th open because I know we want to give you a chance.
Stop playing, man. Don't do me like that, man.
Some of those reactions live on air for the audience, for everybody out there. I want y'all to be able to get a chance to taste it as well. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
I know you don't drink, but they don't either. So hey. Anybody else like a cup? You know what I'm saying?
Hey, want a cup? Somebody want a cup real quick?
Yeah,
come on, hey, we about to pour right here on Live on the Lake. Right here. Hey, move on the side of my camera though. Move on the side of the camera. There we go. Hey, everybody about to try this out, because we gonna let them know. Hey, this the real right here.
Here you
go.
This the real.
You can take this one.
Take this one.
Yes, sir.
We gonna toast.
Yes, sir. Everybody got a cup? Get your score of that.
There we go. All right.
Let's make a toast.
Hey, let's make a toast.
Let's toast to success. You know what I'm saying? Building relationships. One thing you're gonna always hear us talk about is, to us, relationships are worth more than money. You can make $1 million and blow it and spend it, you know what I'm saying, and not necessarily make it back. Or make it back. But with that relationship, if you fracture that relationship, it can never sometimes get back to the norm or get back to what it was. So we really value relationships, you know what I'm saying, and communication. So, you know, here's to building new relationships, partnership, and networking.
Hey, TDP, shout out TDP.
TDP.
Manhattan,
TDP.
Manhattan.
Rap a lot Midwest.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
What y'all thinking around here? What y'all thinking
Okay.
around?
Okay. Oh, this
Okay.
joint smooth, sweet.
All that sweet stuff.
Okay.
Hey.
Y'all fucking with it? Y'all messing with
Hey,
it?
this ain't no cam. This ain't just no camera shit, yo.
No, this
Hey.
shit good.
Hey, I know these brothers, but I'm gonna have to
Yeah.
go buy me a couple for the crib on some real stuff.
Let's get it, baby.
This is where it's at.
Let's get it.
Yeah, on some real. Right now, we in the hood. What can they purchase this at right now?
He
Though?
said a beer.
So there's a few locations that have it throughout the Chicago area, anywhere from Palos Heights to the South Side, all the way out to out west. So,
Dope.
you know, follow our main page. Manhattan Frankovich is the page.
Yeah.
You see Manhattan Frankovich. Or once you follow our pages, you'll see a lot of promo and details out there. But we'll have full distribution expected all over the Chicago land within the next month or so. So give us a little time. We're working on it.
Hey, y'all got one with this. So what?
Hey, what's the tall bottle? Is that the same?
It's the same thing, you know, so we just cracked the fifth open for y'all for
Yeah.
tasting and everything. And once we get things going for distribution, we'll be looking to get the fifth bottles in the same light or the same mold as the leaders. So right now we have molds being made in China of the bottle, and so we should have some smaller versions of it soon. So, you know, we're ready to get it.
That's
It's so
crazy.
beautiful. Like
That's
you want
crazy.
to buy a bottle to sip.
Right.
A bottle to just sit.
Just
on
sit
the
right.
bench.
I just want to sit
You
the
know
bottle
what
right
I'm
there,
saying?
but the joint's so good. It's like, man, I had to have some. You know?
Okay, we got some more of it.
Hey, you know what? This gonna hit around Christmas time too.
Oh, yeah.
It got a nice,
Got a
cinnamon, cinnamon
red
and
hot.
hey, it's doing its
Good
thing.
shit.
So, what made y'all get into the liquor business though? I mean, cause Rap a Lot Midwest, y'all known for music. Y'all got the artists through the city, y'all smashing on that end. Like, what made you just say, hey, yo, I'm about to get into the liquor?
I mean, overall, we just looking at, diversifying our portfolio. Most people think that you just plant one seed and you kind of stick with it and let it grow, but we planted a lot of seeds along the way. You know, as E mentioned, you know, he had the initial relationship, you know, with the liquor company, and we grew that relationship and really in the point of just really promoting and helping and doing some things with them. And if things make sense along the way, we really, you know, expanded. So that's why you'll see us in several different areas, whether it be the clothing, which is our TDP attire, you know, shameless plug, which is our clothing line, which you'll see a lot more with as well. Our entertainment company, TDP Entertainment, which we have a variety of artists that we're managing. We have our distribution company, where artists that are not even necessarily signed to us to kind of go through and do distribution. Then we got the overall label piece with Rap a Lot Midwest. So, you know, we got a lot of different, you know, seeds and different stakes in the ground, but we don't limit ourselves. You'll see us doing everything from fashion. You know, we have comedy, our buddy Ill, you know, hosted by L. He out on LaGrange tonight, so make sure y'all go support him.
Shout out to L.
Shout out to
hosted
L.
by L. Real
You
talk.
know what I'm saying?
And sis, shout out Tiffany. My bad. Shout out Tiffany
you know what's
too.
coming next.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Tiff, and I was gonna say we also delved into the modeling area.
Trust
So
the
Tiff,
Process Underground
you know what I'm
Railroad.
saying, helped us. Then we have our, you know,
Underground Trust the Process Underground Railroad. We got like 20-something states that we get with every week, and building a street team around the country.
Okay.
So we all connected in all these different states,
Dope.
trying to help independent artists. You know what I'm saying? Because you know it's an independent world now, man. You know what I'm saying? We don't need to be getting signed to no make. All you need is good distribution
That's right.
and good management, man. You know what I'm saying? And good work ethics. You know what I'm saying? You got a good work ethics and a little money put behind you. Hey, you know what I'm saying? The sky's the limit.
That's right.
Good team.
Yeah, it's better as a team, man. It's
Yeah,
better as a
yeah, it's
team.
good
You
team.
can, people say I own my masters, but you could be 100% owner of nothing. And when I say nothing, I mean there's no value and no dollar amount associated to it. Or you can be in a situation where you can be a partner. So sometimes you ask yourself, would you want to be 100% owner of even $1 million company, or a 70 or 80% owner of $100 million company, or, you know what I'm saying, or 30%, whatever the numbers work out. It's just an opportunity that, you know, we're networking and building and putting people in position that they can win. You know, our goal is to create generational wealth. You know what I'm saying? Most people want to get rich or want to get famous. You know, we're trying to create the pipeline to do things right, and then have that's that residual income that, you know, you're making money when you sleep. You know, most people don't do that. You got to work all the time, man. If you make money while you sleep, then you know you're doing something right.
What got y'all into this business, into the music business? Let's start there. Let's dive into that.
Well, I've been get into the music business since the '80s, man. You know, and when I came home, I really just got into it a little more, and then I ended up getting introduced to Jay Prince under other pretense, you know what I'm saying, outside of the music, you know, about stopping violence in Chicago and different things of that nature. And me and him became like, you know, he became one of my best friends. And, you know, and he started mentoring me to, you know, to be in the position that I'm in right now. So, he taught me the business and took me around the world, showing me, you know, how to move. And, you know, how to move with loyalty and respect, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I already had that under my belt anyway, but he just, you know, helped me take it to a higher level.
Yeah, you think it was God?
Well, it was God and, you know, the old man, you know what I'm saying, helping out too, you know what I'm saying, because that's, you know, that's who taught me everything that I know, you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. So, that's you was locked up? No?
Yeah.
Coming, locked up, getting out, getting into the business. Do you think that the streets are needed in the music business? Or do you think somebody like just straight squares can get into this?
I mean, squares can get into it, but I mean, streets, streets can be in it, but it need to stay business, you know what I'm saying? Because it's a business, you know what I'm saying? You know, I mean, it's gonna mix up either way it go, but you gotta keep it business, you know what I'm saying? The streets don't have no place in business, you know what I'm saying? So we have to understand that, you know what I'm saying? That's what we trying to, like a lot of things that me and my cousin is trying to do, is like bring the city together, and because a lot of things that happen in Chicago, we the trendsetters for the world, you know what I'm saying? And like a lot of stuff we did with the drilling and the killing, that stuff came from Chicago, and everybody started doing it there. Our lingo, thoughts, all that stuff came from Chicago, and then leaked out to the rest of the country, and then it started leaking over the world, going into the UK. So we set the trend for that type of craziness. We need to set the trend to, you know, desensitize that, you know what I'm saying, to, you know, show that, man, you could drill and don't kill, you know what I'm saying? You know, you could talk about your ops and all that, but don't say nobody's name. Let the dead be the dead, you know what I mean? I mean, because a lot of songs, like a lot of these songs, if you listen to, like Sleazy Flow, you know what I'm saying, he talking about his ops, and he ain't saying nobody's name. So everybody can relate to that song, so everybody like that song. You know, you limit yourself when you start talking about people's name and other people, you know what I'm saying? We need to leave other people out of it, you know what I'm saying? You can talk about, you know what I'm saying, because it's a story you telling, you know what I'm saying? So everybody tell their story the way they tell it.
So I'm big on, you know, the backpack music, the uplifting music, but the only thing is, do you think the money is what drives the music? That's what gets out there, you know what I'm saying? So that's what's driving it, the violence. How do we switch that into something else? Because right now, you know, like I do these events for the kids, you know, everybody know we do the photography and videography, so I'm out here at these events. And these kids don't want to hear nothing else but I'll be like, man, what? Y'all with it. Like y'all is with it all. How do we switch that?
I mean, it's about the mindset and the thought that's associated with it, because that's what they've seen. You know what I'm saying? That's what they're versed in. Like he was talking about for the drill music, that's kind of been the culture for like the last 10 years. Yeah. So even if you 16, 18, 20, kind of in that's what you've been kind of, you know, known. Like in our, you know, a little bit earlier than that, it might have been more of the backpack or more of the Kanye, more of that Common, then a little bit more. So it just depends on what era and what you do, you know, like you're not necessarily trying to change the world and change everything, but consistency, you know what I'm saying? If people hear more of it, and as he talked about in situations where, depending on how you address your ops or address your situations, you know, people take to music. Like, you know, it's certain songs, you hear that song and it sounds like that song, you've heard that song forever, or you just know it. It's because when it's good music, you know, it just grasps you different, you know what I'm saying? And I don't think it's enough diversification in the music sometimes that appeals to other people, you know what I'm saying? So it's just gonna be about behavior, you know what I'm saying, and about some of these people that's in that position, you know what I'm saying? As we saying, we're not telling you that, you know, you got issue with people, you got issues, you know, with them, address them, and not necessarily everybody, you know what I'm saying? So it's just gonna be about the behavior of it, man.
How do you all pick your artists?
But our artists, it varies. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to speak for both of us because I know he have a part with it. You know what I'm saying? We both have different ears and different temperaments for some of the things. But in the end, for both of us, a lot of it deals with work ethic and consistency. Like we feel like, you know, as an artist, you gotta make people want to be you. You want to emulate you. Like you have to evoke an emotion. You know what I'm saying? So as we listen to these artists, you know, it's a ton of artists out here with skills, a ton of artists out here that can rap, that can sing or whatever. But what else do you bring to the table? You know, what's your differentiator? What's your differentiator? Are you marketable? You know what I'm saying? So we let a lot of those pieces play into, you know what I'm saying, the decision with artists. And again, for us, we're not trying to be the old, you know, guard as far as labels and as far as things, because we're not going to micromanage you. You know what I'm saying? We're putting people in position to share the knowledge, to share the game, you know, that we've learned and that we continue to learn along the way. And then we put them in a position to win. But their work ethic and what they do is going to help separate them. You know what I'm saying? We're not managers. You know what I'm saying? Like we've said from the beginning, I'm not your manager. You know what I'm saying? We are the co-owners and executives of a multi-million-dollar company and a conglomerate that we're building. So along that way, we're putting them in position to be their owners, to be their CEOs, you know, to be able to do what's best for them. But behind that, we're behind them and we have that guidance. So, you know, that's kind of what me, their work ethic and their consistency.
So coming from the other side, on the business side of things, to be real, how does a label feel when their artist gets arrested? Like, what can you do? You just signed this artist to make money. They get arrested.
So that's kind of the thing with us that we differentiate from other labels and other pieces. Like most people think that, you know, Rap A Lot Midwest or because we're a label that we've given out a signing bonus, you know, we've done all these things. No, we believe in a partnership program. So all the artists that are with us, it's essential and it's necessary that they invest in themselves. So as they're getting arrested, if they're not making music, if they're not doing things, the overhead for us is low because we're matching your energy and we're matching your investments and what you're doing. So them getting arrested is hitting their pockets and hitting their investments and hitting what they did, if not even harder than hitting us. So, you know, it's always an impact because you don't want to see nobody go to jail or you want to see nobody in a situation. But, you know, whatever that situation is they're doing, you know, when they get out of it, you know, unless it's some shit that's like just against all laws and rules, you know what I'm saying, that, you know, unethical, you know, we got they back when they get out still, you know what I'm saying, because we still want to put them in a position. People can make mistakes, and a lot of times they don't get a second opportunity, a second chance. As you heard Cuz say, you know, he did his situation and his bid and everything, but, you know, we don't turn a blind eye, you know, a blind eye to people.
We definitely gonna support our they get locked up. We gonna support them. We gonna look out for them. We gonna, you know, but at the end of the day, we try to educate our artists and educate not just our artists, but any artists that we come into contact with to let them know, you know what I'm saying, you know, what's really happening out here, man. You know what I'm saying? Well, a lot of artists mess up out here is they don't listen. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of artists, you know, for all y'all artists out here, y'all need to start listening. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that's been in the game or that's made it so far telling y'all something, y'all need to listen. Like sometimes you might have to change your image. Sometimes you might have to change something else up about you. You know what I'm saying? Because they say the definition of insanity is repeating the same act over and over, but expecting different results. You know what I'm saying? You keep doing the same stuff and you wondering why you're not growing or why you're not, you know what I'm saying? It's because you're not changing something up. You're doing the same thing and you think something different is gonna happen. So you got to make some changes. But what people don't understand is we can do this together. You know what I'm saying? We have to stick together. You know what I'm saying? It don't cost nothing to stream people music. It don't cost nothing to like people posts, to stream these podcasts. You know what I'm saying? We got to grow each other here. You know what I'm saying? You can go platinum, you can go gold, platinum, or diamond in Chicago or any city wherever you at. You know what I'm saying? It's a lane for everything. It's a lot of great artists out here that's very talented, but you know, a lot of them is missing a lot of different things. And you know, us, we gonna give you the game. You know what I'm saying? They say the game to be sold, not told. Now we're gonna get a game out because it's better for everybody to know what's happening because you're responsible for what you know and what you don't know. And people will make you pay for not knowing. Yep. So, you know, we try to let people know the business. You know what I'm saying? You have to look at yourself as a brand. You know what I'm saying? You are a brand. And if you you know, we tell everybody, like, if you have 1,000 fans, you can be a millionaire off 1,000 fans. You know what I'm saying? And 1,000 people spending $100 with you is $100,000. You know what I'm saying? And that's just one time spending $100 with you. So it's a lot of different things that we can do to build our own budgets. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to sign our life away. You know what I'm saying? And become somebody's slave to make it. You know what I'm saying? All we gotta do is just stick together. If all us say we going this way, then we going this way. Ain't nothing gonna stop us from going this way. You know what I'm saying? Me and him can't lift a car by ourselves, but us and everybody out here together, we can lift that car and flip that car over. You know what I'm saying? So it's power and strength and power in numbers. And if it's enough artists that's here in Chicago alone, you know what I'm saying? So we're not just saying Chicago, but I'm speaking for everywhere. But I'm speaking Chicago because we the trendsetters, you know what I'm saying? But we broke. How we the trendsetters of everything, the cultures that's going on out here around the country and around the world, but everybody here broke, killing each other. You know what I'm saying? So, well, I have no problem with it. If that's what they can do to eat, then that's what they need to do. If they gonna steal our salt and we not using it, somebody else needs to be using it. So let them use it.
Why you think we ain't getting the bread?
We not getting the breads because we live in the crab in the barrel act. We got to understand that when you climb out, we pull somebody out, the next person out, and the next person pulls somebody out. That's the method and what we trying to do. We trying to pull each other out. We not trying to pull each other down to try to get up. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we trying to get people to understand. You know what I'm saying? You got to show some love to get some love. You know what I'm saying? So we show love, and that's why we receive love back. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's authentic and it's real. You know what I'm saying? That's how you gonna change. That's how you gonna change things.
Y'all see they came on live on late. I ain't gonna lie. When I hit them, it was no hesitation. It was no nothing. It was when you need me, bro. And that's exactly what he's speaking on, man. Like love, definitely. Who came up with the name Trust the Process?
Me.
Okay.
I came up with that name because everything is a process. And if you really believe in what you're doing, you have to trust that process. You know what I'm saying? So our method is, with me and my cousin, we come up with a method which is the process. And that if you trust this process, you're going to be successful. And so we coming up with the process. So we done came up with it. So now we giving it out to the, you know what I'm saying? Because at first we were just going to use it for ourselves. But we moving around the whole country. We know everybody around the whole country. And everybody like, man, eat bread. We waiting on y'all. We like, nah, man, y'all ain't got to wait on us. Y'all can go up with us or even surpass us. You know what I'm saying? Get on the side of us and let's go. Because we stronger if y'all get on the side of us. You know, so whoever win first, if we all won. You know what I'm saying? And that's how we got to look like in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? A win is a win, man. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm with it. I don't have no ops, man. Like I tell people, our ops is poverty, and poverty, lack of resources, and illiteracy. You know what I'm saying? That's how those are our ops. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Your ops is poverty. Poverty is our ops. We don't want to be broke. We tired of living in the slums in the ghetto.
No matter what you is,
the
same end goal.
That's the same end goal. And the end goal is to make it home at night.
Make it home at night.
Everybody want to make it home at night. So that should be the end goal for everybody, to make it home at night. If I stop you from making it home, it could stop me from making it home sometime. So at the end of the day, we got to change how we change the narrative of our story and move differently. You know what I'm saying? And come together and start supporting. You know what I'm saying? And stop looking at the next. You know what I'm saying? Man, we can't move like that. We have to stick together. That's how we gonna win. And everybody can become millionaires, thousandaires, or whatever it is you're trying to become. Because it's a lot of, you know, like I tell people about Jelly Roll. I used to tell people about Jelly Roll for years. And Jelly Roll is, if y'all don't know who Jelly Roll is, he my homie. He a rapper from Tennessee, a rapper and a singing, country rapper and a singer. Man, this man gets hundreds of millions of views. I'm talking about independent, sold out shows. Everybody love his music because he do great music. You know what I'm saying? And he's a proven factor that you can do this. You know what I'm saying? So that's why y'all see me post up his stuff and talk about him, or, you know, man, because Jelly Roll, man. If y'all don't know him, check him out. Jelly Roll. Check him out on YouTube. man, he a super mega star, and you know what I'm saying. So you can do it too.
So
you know what I'm saying.
you all owners of a label. What music do you listen to?
I mean, I listen to a variety of music.
What's your
you know.
favorite? What's your favorite music? When you cleaning up, what you put on?
I can't say because I work out.
It's
I work out
mood.
all the time, so it depends on the mood. Some days you might be on some gangster shit, which is current. Some days you might be on some old school. Some days it just depends on the vibe. Like, you know, because I'm a little bit older, you know what I'm saying? I ain't in the 20s like that and shit, you know what I'm saying? So I do a variety of music, you know what I'm saying? And also it allows me to keep my ear. So some of these artists that I listen to, even some of our current are our artists, other upcoming artists, because I try to keep a pulse on what's going on, you know what I'm saying? Like everything, what you heard Jay when you say, hey, Jay-Z, everything ain't hardcore. Everything ain't hardcore. You know, we got girl groups, we got artists that are more melodic, you know, we got artists that can be in the drill space, we got artists that be on some gangster shit. You know what I'm saying? We got artists that can tell a story. So again, it depends on your mood. Like he says, it's like we always say, it's a market out there for all different genres. You know what I'm saying? So I can't say my favorite. I don't even have an exact favorite artist right now. I mean, Tupac is my favorite because he's the greatest of all time. But that's another story.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? But
mine's too.
outside of that, you know what I'm saying? I just think it's a variety. And you're like, and you got to realize too that depending on what you're going through in life, like music is the soundtrack of your life. You know what I'm saying? So depending on what age you at, what you're going through, what's happening at that time, like shit, I remember like when Get Rich or Die Trying came out. At that time, I was in a different mode. So shit, we was riding back and forth to to everything that related to that.
I just got out of jail.
And you know, certain songs and certain albums take you back to those times. So what was moving you right then is a classic, but it may not be exactly what you listen to all the time. So
do you think you don't think Kodak Black is better than Tupac?
Hell no.
Kodak Black say he was
you
better than
got
Tupac.
jokes with the folks, man.
Don't get it twisted.
Kodak
I
Black
fuck
raw
with
as hell.
Kodak Black.
And
I
he
fuck
hard.
with him, but not better than Tupac.
And again,
man.
somebody that's younger might feel like Kodak Black is the greatest. You know what I'm saying? Somebody else might feel like NBA Youngboy or this person or that person or any of them. So it just depends on that person, that time, and that temperament. But do I listen to their music? Yes. You know what I'm saying? They shit in my playlist. All of them. Like again, for us, we don't view it like that. I don't view like if an artist is into it with Chicago or Chicago is into it with that artist. They may have their discrepancies or things like that, but you know, good music is good music. You know what I'm saying?
So, before we get up out of here, y'all spoke a little bit on Jay Prince. How much do you think he has helped you all's vision?
Oh man.
It's nice. It's just priceless, man. Like
Yeah, it's priceless.
he just shares so much knowledge and game, and just the reception and the warmth. You know, like I've been in the business setting. I'm from the business background, and a CEO used to say that you can judge a CEO or an executive by what they do for the person that can do nothing for them or for the least that's for them. So even when we weren't in that position to even be able to do anything, and even right now, probably nothing that we could specifically do for him, it's still all open love and open hands, man, and just nothing but love, you know, just from a knowledge standpoint, just from being around standpoint. And, you know, for me, it's priceless. I know their relationship is a lot deeper and closer, but, you know,
Jay is like, I ain't gonna lie, man. The closest person that I met that's similar to Jay is Larry Hoover, man. They both like so much alike. You know what I'm saying? And
Wait, hold on. Because we ain't gonna just skip over that. We from Chicago. Wait. So you had a connection with Larry?
I was in jail with him when they came and got him from Dixon and took him to the feds. I was down in the joint.
Oh, wow.
So I used to kick it with him every day. You know what I'm saying? That's how it made me think about getting in the music industry. Because I used to walk around with a radio all the time. He used to have about 10 guys with me. And he was like, man, what you want to be, a rapper? I'm like, nah, man. He was like, okay, the rapper. He said the producers and executive producers get the most money, you know. And I was like, oh, yeah. I didn't know what a producer was, the executive producer was.
Wow.
But he used to always keep stopping me, talking to me, you know, every time he see me about it. So, you know what I'm saying? He kept putting it in my mind. So, you know what I'm saying? I said, okay, man, maybe this is what he want me to do. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to look into that because I like music, you know what I'm saying? So it really happened like that. But those two guys are very influential people in my life. And I learned a lot from them. And Jay is a good guy, man. I'm talking about he a great guy. He whatever he can do to help you, man, he gonna help you, man. I'm talking about, I call him right now while we on live. He'll pick up the phone right now and be, hey, E, what's happening, you know? And if I don't call him, he gonna call me like,